And good afternoon. Happy Aloha Friday. It's Devin, your host. I'm with 94.7 Kumu. And yeah, I'm in my car. And it'll take too long to explain. So welcome to Manoa Valley Theater Live. It's awesome to be here. I know it's weird. Just try to forget about all this stuff behind me. So we got a very special show, and I think that's why it's destiny that I'm here doing this from my car. And also destiny that we bring on Mr. Kip Wilborn, who is our executive director for Manoa Valley Theater. Hello, sir.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. I don't want any of those call letters except for MVT and give.
Yes. Give, please. Anyway, Kip, nice to see you, man. So it's been busy at the theater. Can you imagine that? Wow.
Crazy busy. You know what? These aren't working. Two of my other glasses where I know I can see.
Oh, there we go.
It's been crazy busy at the theater. You'd think that, we're in semi-lockdown, so, we should be really slow. We've got nothing on the stage. Wait. We do have something on the stage.
Yes, we do.
Tonight,
right.
A Christmas Carol, a live radio play. And we are so excited about that. Oh, my gosh. We'll have something back on the stage.
I know.
A theatrical piece on the stage. It's just so fantastic.
And you've been at rehearsals and all that stuff. I mean, how's it been going?
It's just a ridiculously talented cast. They're just fantastic. And I was just saying that part of the rehearsal, I just kind of put my head down and just listen, because it will be broadcast on HPR on December 20th at 4:00. And it's just so fantastic, just the voices and the way that they're telling the story. So, yeah. And there might be a couple of tickets left here and there. You can call the box office and ask. It's 808-988-6131. We've had some people, as you expect, are a little nervous. They have tickets, but then we call them and say, "Are you coming?" They say, maybe not this time. But, I can listen to it on the radio? No, I'm not coming. So we shot ourselves in the foot with that one, huh? Now, the crazy part about it is that we have a capacity now in the house of about 40 people. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody's distanced. We have really good procedures to keep everybody safe and healthy. And yeah. So let me see. What else has been going on? Oh, by the way, thank you. Thank you so much for making Manoa Marquee such a success. We really just completely blew the top off of our goal. And, it's that kind of support and love that's going to get us through this and help us to come out even stronger on the other side. So big mahalo.
Definitely.
There.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What else? Now, Hot Club of Hulaville.
Yeah, I see that.
The stage will be busy again next weekend, Friday and Saturday night. Holiday in Hulaville. Encourage you, if you've never heard this bunch, they're a lot of fun. There's all this Brazilian stuff going on, and just, it's great. It's great fun. So you can get tickets either online or at the box office. Okay. And we've got this really cool project. A producer friend of mine called me last week and said, we've done this really neat thing, and we've kind of merged all these different kind of digital formats like Zoom and like OBS and also this filming and then streaming, and they put this it's a Christmas Carol. They'll go with our Christmas Carol, but there's a twist on it. This is Scrooge's great granddaughter, who is a big, rich, like Scrooge in New York City, modern day. It is so cool. It is so cool. In fact, you know what? I think we have a trailer.
Do we?
Andrew, you got some?
You thought you knew Scrooge. You don't know this Scrooge.
Life feels so good at the top of the town. Love's an illusion that jerks you around. So note to Estella, Just never look down as you go back to gardens and stars. Never lose track of who you become. You're shooting and scoring, you're flying and soaring. Your name is world renowned. So note to Stella, never look down. Never look down. Never look down.
So there you go. Estella
Wow.
Scrooge, Christmas Carol with a twist. And if you want to watch that trailer, we're taking that off of YouTube. So if you want to watch the trailer and really be able to hear it well and everything, go to Estella Scrooge on YouTube and watch the trailer there. But we're really excited about that. There is a fee. It is $29.99 per household. But think, you've got 5 people in your household. That's a bargain.
Yeah.
Great bargain. All right, and then we've got a big project that we're just about to announce.
Well,
Can't
no,
blame
man, what's up with that?
Come
What's up
on.
with that? Why are you being coy now? Huh?
Come on. Be nice to me. It's important that we laugh during this thing, right? We're going to laugh. So
All right, fine.
Tonight's a show night. So, I got to try this out somewhere. If
Okay.
I'm stress eating at this level, the buttons on my shirt will start to socially distance.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
quiet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Every few days, try on your jeans just to make sure they fit. Pajamas will make you believe that all is well in the kingdom. I'm not talking to myself. I'm having a parent-teacher conference.
are you doing these like on your own? Are you making these up on your own, or are you finding them?
No,
somewhere?
I don't write them. I just read them.
Okay. I'm just checking.
This morning, I saw a neighbor talking to her cat. It was obvious she thought her cat understood her. Well, I went back inside, told my dog, and we had a big laugh.
Oh man.
I finished Netflix today. Okay, I'm done. Have a great show, and we're so excited. See what happens when people get on the stage.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Kip. Appreciate the time. And you'll be back in just a little bit once we bring these lovely 4 ladies on, and things are going to happen. Thanks, Kip. All right. So without further ado, because so just a little background. Normally when we do these things, right, it's one guest and then we bring the other guest, and then sometimes you bring 2 guests together. This time it's 4 women all at once. And these women, they get together maybe like once a year, but they don't really get to see each other. So you'll forgive me if at points in time, I just sort of have to back out and just let them go because they are quite entertaining. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the Winter Wonderettes, Pomai Lopez, Becky Maltby, Aubrey Staley, and Alex Lanning. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, Devin. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday.
This is very cool because I get to have all these ladies surrounding me. This is awesome. And we only have half an hour. So at some point in time, you're all going to start telling me what to do. So I'm going to just try to get out of the way. All right. So talk to me a little bit about Winter Wonderettes, because people, I mean, all of you in your own right have all been on stage. You've all performed. I mean, people know you from all of that stuff. And like we were talking about earlier, I mean, this was kind of the little show that could. So does somebody want to, maybe Becky, do you want to talk about how you all came together as a group?
Well, Pomai reminded us yesterday, I think there were only 6 people who auditioned for the show, and we were it. I mean, the thing about it is it was such a Christmas party, and we started rehearsing in, I think, September, and I mean, so we kind of celebrated Christmas that year every day, like until like before Christmas, because we closed before Christmas. But it was so exciting and happy. We were all like, yeah, it was a very happy show, and yeah,
Nice.
we always talk about wanting to come back to it and have a reunion. So here we are.
Right, because actually, the show is actually an offshoot of the original, right? The Wonderettes, where you guys sort of have this reunion thing, right? So,
Right.
so And Alex, for you, getting involved, I mean, what was the thing that made you want to do the show?
I can't even explain why I wanted to audition for this. I think because I was 16 at the time, and I think I wanted to prove to myself that, like, if I did get the role, that I could be a lead in a community, like in a community theater production. It was like such a big deal for me. So to be able to do it and like make such incredible friends along the way was just a dream come true. It was so fun.
And then Aubrey, you were mentioning too that you guys sort of bonded automatically. It wasn't even this thing where, okay, we have to be together because we're this group and we need to know each other, right?
Yeah, I mean, so I knew Becky from since I was an infant. I think I was one. I think they did Diamond Head Theater's Annie. I won't say the exact date, but I was a baby, and Becky did the show with my mom. And then I knew Pomai before, and I didn't know Alex. And then, but it just like, me and Alex just clicked.
Immediately, we were like, well, I guess you're my best friend now.
Yeah. I was like, you're 16. I'm almost 10 years older than you. It's not weird. Whatever. It was like, but it was like perfect. So just the four of us just like meshed together, and we just like, it was perfect. It's funny that only 6 people auditioned because you couldn't find any other, I think, combination of 4 people who would just cohesively get along vocally, mentally. I mean, we were already at a point. We were still rehearsing at Iolani, but we could already just look at each other and know exactly what was happening. So yeah, it was the Christmas magic. I don't know.
And Pomai, do me a favor. And I apologize that I never got a chance to see the show, but can you give some of the viewers out there who've never seen the show, can you give them like a little bit of a taste of what the show is about?
Sure. It's such a fun show. It's considered a jukebox musical. So it's actually about 4. It's based off of this group. There's a prequel to the show, which is Marvelous Wonderettes. So Winter Wonderettes happens 10 years later, and they all work at a hardware store, right? Yeah, hardware store, a hardware store, and they're doing their annual Christmas party. So they're the performers of the party. They were hired to perform, and like husband is working lights, and we have boyfriends in the audience, and this one, and we find out different things, right? We made our own costumes, and we discover we sing all the favorites of Christmas favorites, and then there's things that happen along the way. They find out like, oh my goodness, the store might shut down. People are getting fired. Spoiler. And then come to find out that Santa, actually they hid it and no one was getting fired at the end. But we got to play a lot with the audience. We got to pick who was going to be who. When we saw family members in the audience, we got to pick on them, and we brought people up on stages, audience participation, and probably one of my favorite shows that I've done. One of my favorite shows.
Now, Becky, how much of what people saw on stage was actual script, and how much of it was, you guys just cutting loose and saying, "Oh, we'll go do something over here"?
It was mostly scripted. There was one number, Belle's number, where we had to pull. I think it was 3 people from the audience. Every night it was hysterical. It was different. They had to ring bells, and so. That was the only part I think that was like, there was a couple of points where we kind of had to go off script and improvise, but mostly it was scripted, and it worked. It was scary though, because like for my character, there was somebody who was supposed to be my husband in the audience every night, like in a certain section, like a certain side of the audience. And my sister Melinda was working, I think it was Follow Spot, and she would stake out the audience beforehand and come tell me, okay, well, like Brad DeCaris is here, he's in the back, and so it's always like I had to find my husband beforehand, because I was always scared that I'd like somebody be refusing, because later on he had to come up on stage. We had to put him on a toilet, and he was Santa. So, somebody had to be a good sport. Yeah. It was
we rolled down a toilet,
because it was
like a throne, and
hardware store.
They actually found a used toilet, I think, but they cleaned it. They assured us that they bleached it and cleaned it.
We
But it was a
promise.
real-
We cleaned
And
it.
it
It's
rolled
fine.
around.
Yeah.
Well, do me a favor. Can you tell me kind of what each of your characters was? Aubrey, what about you? Can we start with you?
My character was Betty Jean, and she's kind of like kind of the undesignated leader. She doesn't really want to be the leader, but she just kind of becomes it, and then everyone just goes along with it. So but she keeps forgetting she's in charge. So there's the awkward moments, and I feel like in the beginning of the show, when you first are watching, if you're not familiar, you're probably like, wait, is this supposed to be happening? Then they realize it's like an ongoing theme that everyone's like, Betty Jean, and the character is like, oh yeah, we have to do this next, you know. So that was a constant thing where there'd be awkward pauses and everyone's like looking at me. But then my character, I'm actually not too familiar about what happens, I guess, in Marvelous Wonderettes, but she had got married, the whole thing. So come to find out halfway in the show that she's getting a divorce. So she's kind of like put on this face this whole time. So it finally comes out. Funnily enough, like her and Cindy Lou, Alex's character, they kind of like just small bickering, and then it comes to find out I'm having issues. That's why. And then so she claims that she's getting a divorce. So Act 1 ended with this dramatic song, all those Christmas cliches. And it's like a sad song about how, like, you know, everything's just like the holidays, but when you're alone, it's heartbroken. It's just another lonely day. And then Act 2 would start with the song Run, Run, Reindeer. And then Betty Jean, at that point of the show, decided to just start drinking. So I would start Act 2. Act 2 starts with the three of them going, where's Betty Jean? And then Betty Jean comes in and she's like, whatever, forget it. I don't even care anymore. And then by the end of the show, she's kind of has that, like, there are other fish in the sea, and then sings that, what are you doing New Year's Eve to a selected gentleman in the audience. So there's like a lot of audience participation.
So much audience
participation.
Yeah.
Betty
Okay,
Jean was
okay.
the drama one. So that was the dramatic.
Okay.
moment.
Alex, what about your character? I mean, did you have to play 16 or did you play old?
No, I was supposed to be a full-fledged, very much adult woman. I was also the promiscuous one of the group, if you will. The
Your
right
parents must have been stoked to come to the show and see
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah. The kind of designated bad girl. She's like, oh, I don't like being a part of this singing group. Like, I'm too cool for this. But, like, deep down, she's really into it and, like, loves her friends so much. But, yeah, it was a little bit of a stretch for me.
And she had a tattoo.
Oh, yeah, I had a tattoo with a guy's name on it.
Oh, no kidding.
Not a part of my life anymore.
Oh,
Very
my gosh.
seasoned woman.
And Pomai, what about you? What was your character? Oh, I'm freezing.
Is it back here for mine?
Pomai. Yeah.
Oh, hi. I'm just like, I'm my character in real life. Ask them. I really am. Mine is Susie. She was the overly perky one. Always is so happy about everything. And so excited about Christmas. She's also plays pregnant in the show. And just overly optimistic, still believes in Santa. Oh, spoiler. Believes in the magic of Christmas. She has a fun number in, well, what's really cool about this show is that they really let me play a lot. And got to try a lot of stuff out. And I got to do little bits, little fun comedic bits in between with the support of these gals. And it was just fun. And sometimes when I looked over, I had to keep myself from laughing because they were laughing at me. So just little bits. But the second act is where I had some fun was a Susie Snowflake, and I dressed up in a onesie, a onesie snowflake, and did a little fun little tap dance as well.
Oh my gosh! Wow. While pregnant, yeah. Oh, that must be interesting. Okay. Holy smokes. Becky, what about you? Your character?
Missy. I was Missy. She's kind of nerdy. Kind of, even though Betty Jean was the leader, Missy like starts out kind of as the leader, and she's married, and Yeah, just enthusiastic, very enthusiastic, and kind of a I don't know, kind of the mother hen of the
Yeah.
bunch. I would think.
Right.
I don't know, in a way.
Kept this in
Yeah,
order.
but you don't. So
Yeah.
you don't get blind drunk in this one and do crazy
No,
things.
no.
Okay, okay. Just
No.
checking. I didn't want to let go any spoilers, but yeah. So my other question is, I mean, because there's so much music in this show, how hard was it to do the harmonies? Because you're doing 4-part harmonies, and that's
Oh
not
my
easy to
God.
do with 4 people that you just
Yeah.
met, right? I mean,
Yeah.
did
That
you
was
all just go,
tough.
okay, you do this part, you do this part, or was it a process?
No, Kenji was our
Kenji.
musical. Yeah.
Shout out
our musical
Kenji.
director.
That's
Yeah, he like broke it down. He had it all out for us. He actually switched because each character is designated a certain type of vocal part, But so he switched it to make it accommodating for all of our voices. So even though like I played Betty Jean, I think I sang somebody else's. I think I sang Misty's part, and like so we all switched around. But he was great, and there were some songs, they were tough, and it wasn't. Some of the harmonies they're
Oh my
pretty
God, the
interesting.
harmonies were pretty difficult at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this show. They're all individual characters. There's only 4 people. We sang like 27, 28 Christmas
Yeah.
songs in 4-part harmony.
You can't hide. Like there are only
Yeah.
No.
3 other ladies singing with you. You can't fake
Yeah.
it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
trying to be this like quartet at the same time. It was pretty tough, but we did it.
Okay,
There was
so
definitely a song
also,
got cut, but
Yeah, there was one song that we did not.
There was like
one song,
Yeah.
we just weren't getting it. We're like, and it was kind of boring, so we was like, cut it. We're like,
yeah, we'll get rid
but
of
we
that
all
one.
wanted to. We're like, let's try it.
Yeah.
we can do it.
Okay, so now you guys are also famous, for selling out Mono Valley Theater. Like it was this small little show that just sold out a bunch. But
Yeah.
also you're kind of known for these videos that just started being made. What is the deal? Because this is a while ago. So this, it wasn't a thing where people were doing
That's
viral
right. We're the
videos,
Christmas
right?
talkers.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
well,
That was before.
yeah. So
Well-
what was the deal?
So that was kind of me. And it's
Aubrey and
because
Yeah.
it was me and Alex. I basically was like, Alex, we're gonna do it.
We just had a lot of time in between
Yeah.
Double K Saturdays that we were like,
Yeah.
I'll go get a coffee and let's. What do you want to do? Let's film us singing this song.
Right.
It's pretty cute.
There's only 4 of us. We only have 1 costume. So
Yeah.
like, when you do a show, usually you have to change your costume. You have to do this stuff, or like sometimes like you have to go stretch because you're in a dance to sig number. But for us, it was like really just like chill zone. So I had my laptop and I was like, let's do these videos, and everyone got involved. And then
Things
and then
got out
the
of control in
trouble.
the best way.
Yeah.
Now
So-
we
It was
hear them
really
every
great.
Christmas.
The crew joined in sometimes. It was just like, it was just our thing. And then, and people would tune in to see what we would post in between shows. But it's mostly because we were just at the theater for so long, and we all got along so well. So there's like no drama that we had to like partake in. Or like, so it's just fun.
Fun one.
Working at doing shows myself for MVT and also for Diamond, dude, those two show days, holy smokes. I mean, and there's only 4 of you, so it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, how did you guys manage to get yourselves through that thing besides the crazy videos? I mean, was it just hunker down and be like, okay, we're gonna have to sing 27 songs in another 2 hours?
Yeah.
Basically.
Is that what it was?
Let's all dress up. We all dressed up like gangster, like, and we just had to
I
just
saw
like,
that picture.
Oh yeah, wild.
I think we just got our mind off of it,
A small part of like the show wasn't exactly the same every day because of the audience participation or like weird little things that happened there. So like it was kind of, there was always something exciting that you could look forward to, whether it be like the person you bring up on stage was completely out of control, or
Right.
like all sorts like weird things just always managed to happen, and
Okay.
kept it
Okay,
fresh
good,
and new.
good. Okay, so
Okay.
so keeping that in mind, I want one story from each of you where something just went sideways. because everybody loves those stories. So, Poma, I'm going to start with you since you're up at the top for me. Why don't you tell me your favorite story when you guys were on stage? Someone crazy. Wow, those are some
Sure.
beehives.
I just wanted to note that first picture that you guys showed, we opened for Tiffany, like 80s Queen Tiffany. Just a fun side note. We were all freaking out, but it was pretty awesome. On Halloween night.
Oh, nice.
We definitely lied about my age because it was at a bar and I wasn't allowed to be there.
It was at Pipeline Cafe.
It was at Pipeline and I was not open.
Oh, there we go. There's the
favorite story. My favorite stories, hands down. I mean, I have a lot. There's a lot, but when I did that big change for Act 2 during Susie Snowflake, so what they would do, the girls would vamp on stage until I came out, and they'd be like, I'm not ready yet. So one night, I'm getting into my onesie, changing my clothes, and then it's taking a little longer than usual, and we don't know why it's taking longer than usual. I used to have Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Used to help me change backstage. I came out, did my number, and came back, and she goes, I don't know where my ring went. Do you know where my ring went? Come to find out, when I took off my onesie, the ring stayed in my onesie. It was in there the whole time. But that was probably my favorite. That's one of my favorite stories besides coming up with a Spurky dance. Spurky. Spam in the shape of a turkey. Do the Spurky. Do the Spurky. There. But that's probably my favorite story.
Okay.
Besides working
Becky,
with the girls, the whole time was fun.
Becky, how about you? What's one memory that you have?
Actually, one of my favorite memories was when we'd pulled up the 3 people for the bell number, and I pulled up my friend Bill Wiley, who passed away this year, and I feel so sad about that. He was really a good friend. He was a percussionist for the Royal Hawaiian Band. He did a lot of shows here, was music director back in the 80s for lots of shows at Diamond Head and stuff. And he was one of the funniest people I knew. And his part was, he was supposed to get the bell that broke. And then I forgot who it was that was supposed to instruct him to say, ding-a-ling-a-ling. You have to say ding-a-ling-a-ling because your bell is broken. But he ignored that instruction and he went, bring! Every time in the song, he would go, bring! And we were trying to sing, but it just took
We never ended up singing that song. I know. The whole time.
Oh God, that was my favorite memory, I think.
Okay, cool. Aubrey, what about you?
I mean, that everything is a favorite memory, but my funniest memory was
okay.
So as you see in the pictures, I have this like beehive, right? I look like Amy Winehouse's like mom. So during all those earlier I said I sang Alex's song. I think my song was called
Christmas, Another Lonely Day.
Yours was the cliches. Yeah, okay, that's right. Another Lonely Day. That's what I was singing. So it's very like raining on prom night-ish, and it's like sad and dramatic. She's talking about being alone. And then there's this spiral staircase that I have to like slowly sing and like climb up as I'm singing. And my beehive got stuck a little bit in the stairs. And I was like scared that if I yanked my head, like my wig would come out. So I had to just kind of like just get it going while being like dramatic and singing while being like, how am I gonna get out of this stair? And then like I think I stayed there for a little bit and just made it work. and then I kind of like felt it, kind of try to loosen it with my head. I can't even imagine what it looked like on the audience's side because I was just like trying to be like getting it out and then continue to walk up and finish the song. So that was a good time. Yeah.
That sounds like a good one. Alex, okay, you've had some time. What you got?
There are so many things that went wrong that stick with me in the best possible way. There's this moment where the set was decked out with all sorts of cool Christmas decorations, and there's a part in the show where Aubrey and I are fighting about something, and we pick up these like giant plastic candy canes, and we like go and we're like pretending to fight and like sword fight with these giant candy canes. And one night we just like went too hard and they shattered.
We're just like
they're just in pieces everywhere, and we're like, oh, we'll clean that up later. It's fine. We just got like way into it, I think.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
awesome.
But we all paused for a second because we were just like, oh. But it worked
So
for
I
the
think-
show.
It really
Yeah,
So,
and I think that's
Yeah,
I think
it
that's
did.
one of the reasons why people came to see it multiple times, right? It wasn't just one they like, oh, I got to come back because I want to make sure I get picked for the husband or something. So,
We
and
had some
by the way,
wonderful
It was
things. We
something
really
good to
did.
get you in the spirit of the season too. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
and a lot of people brought their family and their friends and made it a night. So it was a good memory. Good
Yeah.
memory.
okay. So believe it or not, ladies, we're almost out of time. So I just got a couple other questions for you. A couple other questions. One is, are you guys down to do it again? There's
Yes. We talk
Yeah?
about it every
wait.
year.
yes,
okay.
every
Okay.
year for
Okay.
11
This
years.
is we get asked. Well, I don't know about the other. I mentioned this yesterday, but I get asked about this show the
All
most.
the time.
Mhm.
Every year,
Yeah.
and it always gets brought up. People remember the lines and how they felt, and that's something special as an actor. But yeah, definitely. I don't know. We could use a little cheer, right? 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Christmas.
Maybe
All right,
be
well-
the geriatric version.
Now I'm like actually sort of old enough to play my own character, so like yeah.
There you go. So good. Okay, now the second question I have is, how do you guys manage to stay this close for this long? Because usually when you do a show, it's over. There may be a couple people that you bond with or whatever, but people lose track of each other. You move on to other shows, but this crew, the four of you, seem to be as bonded as you were 11 years ago when you did the show. So what do you do to continue that bond?
Well, it definitely helps that every Christmas, the minute Christmas music starts playing anywhere on the radio, in a mall, in a store, and it's a song that we sang, one of us is like, "Oh my gosh,
Hey, I heard
reindeer." Yeah, and then we're like, we need a Winter Wonderettes reunion, and then we like message each other, and then but this is the first time. Funnily enough, this is the first time we're all on the island again.
Yeah.
Although we can't
Oh.
literally
Yeah.
hang out, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, since you're all here, I'm thinking we might have to do something about that. But the gentleman who can get that to happen is sitting backstage. So I want to bring him out so we can put him on the spot.
Hey.
Yeah, Kip. So anyway,
Devin, I was
Yeah.
listening to your series of questions. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I smell what you're cooking. Yeah,
Well,
Okay,
right
so
after the
we
show,
gotta
they
get
had
that
talked
going.
about doing Marvelous Wonderettes. Remember? They were like, you guys should do
okay.
Marvelous Wonderettes. And we were like, yeah. And then, I don't know.
hey, we'll see.
We're here.
everything's up in the air.
all bets are off now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And you
All
guys
right.
are a hit. I've heard so much about it. So hey, let's talk.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that! Look at that! We got it.
I'll
We
talk
got
We
the-
might
we
have
got
the
the
last
word.
working DVD.
Yeah.
No. I'll talk about it.
Ladies, thank you so very much. I mean, we're reaching Christmas time. It's almost upon us, and it's nice to be with you, hang out with you, and know that there's this show that's out there that's had this special effect on everybody. So, thank you so much for what you did for MVT during this show, because you're sold out like every show. So, mahalo.
We did.
Yeah. Don't forget, if you can, do a little donation. Help out Manoa Valley Theater. We
Yes.
appreciate it. As the sun
Live
is
theater
setting
is so
in my
important.
car.
Please donate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
And as the sun is setting on my car, and my face is looking really weird. I have to
Wait,
keep moving.
Braddock wants us to do our Winter Wonderettes pose. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh.
right.
One,
Hi.
two, three. Ah! Okay.
That's what it looked like at the beginning of rehearsals. It's okay.
They gotta practice it, but they'll get it down. They'll get it down. So don't worry. Andrew, once again, thank you. Kristen, Braddock, Kip, thank you so much for allowing us this chance to do this. Ladies, once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for watching. Yes.
Thank
Don't
you for
forget-
remembering.
Oh, well, the next time we bring you on, it'll be because we're talking about the show that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Please, if you can, donate to Manoa Valley Theater, and we will see you next week. Clark Bright will be here.
Oh.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays, and take a look at Estella Scrooge.
Yes. And don't forget the Christmas Carol.
Happy
Okay, shoot.
holidays.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Donate.